In this video we'll be starting the wiring on the E36.
I feel paralyzed.
I've started the wiring of the car and I disassembled the dashboard even further. I removed the bracket that runs like this to support the dashboard and also removed this plastic where the modules sit in and the cables come together. The modules are this one is EWS, that's like anti-theft, and this one is the wiper washer module. So those modules need to be both in place. Also the ABS module, maybe when I get really good I will delete it, but to learn to race I'm not gonna delete it. Also I separated the cables already a little bit, but there are a lot of cables of this that need to go. Also a lot of wires run back to here and I need to figure out which one does which, so I can remove the proper wires, because most wires have been cut like this. Most of them are probably the wrong wires, but I know the fuel level cable has been cut through, so I need to figure out which one that is. Also here a lot of cables and things that came from the dash are hanging. I think these are the audio cables, but I'm not sure, I need to figure that out. Also this module came out. I think I needed this one too. I looked it up what it was, I have it written down. Also more cables, and then this weird thing, I don't know what it is. I think maybe from the amplifier, but I'm not sure, so I need to figure that out. Also buttons like this, they still work, but the indicators don't work. The windows, they go up and down, but I think I will remove that because I only need them in the up position and it's more weight indoors. So I'm starting to figure out what wires are which, and hopefully in the next C cut you will see what I have removed. Hopefully it's a lot, but I'm not sure. Also I need to figure out each ground wire. These are the ground wires and where all those wires go to and come from, so it's one hell of a job, but it needs to happen. Also, not all the insulation was removed from here, so I did that already a little bit. This insulation will be removed later. Also here's a lot of insulation also that I will also remove. Also I will vacuum clean the car to begin with and maybe even repaint it, but that's in the far distance. So I will be back with you with a new update soon. Alright, so I just made some progress on discovering which wires are which. I removed these two connectors from the amplifier. The amplifier was included with the car, so I know all these wires are audio wires, so I can safely remove them. So I just need to figure out which wire goes where. Like, I figured out these ones are speaker wires, these two also. Then if you go around, these are all speaker wires, power wire. One of those white wires is from the radio, and then I can safely remove them. Also these four wires I can remove, and I also figured these cables are for the audio in the back, so I can remove them from all these cables, but will do that at a later stage. But then there's less wires in this piece, so it's a step forward. This connector came with the car in a separate box. They were already cut off. I think it's from somewhere in the trunk. But as you can see, the system BMW uses is they attach the pins and they connect them through, and then through a thicker ground wire they all go to the ground. So I think I figured out how that works, so that's already one step closer. So maybe I can remove some of the wires in the older boxes where they come together. There are a few boxes where they come together. Here is one. There is one over there, and also one in the engine bay if I saw it correctly on the schematics, so we'll figure that out soon. I decided to remove all the wires from the door as they aren't needed. the power windows will be removed in time, but now they don't need to go up and down. Also, the central locking system isn't needed anymore because the car doesn't need to be locked. Also, adjustment of the mirror will be replaced with a manual one, and the heating of the mirror isn't necessary also. I did the same for the other side. As you can see, all the wires are removed. Alright, so I've just finished doing some work on the passenger side. As you can see, I could remove a lot of wires from the splice, which is very nice. Also, these connectors were mostly utility, like lamps and things I don't need, luxury and comfort things. Also for this one, so most of them could be removed. Maybe some wires will go, maybe the connector will go entirely. We'll see about that. Also, the EWS needs to stay in place. Also, the wiper washer module needs to be in place, so I can wash my screen while driving and use the wipers. The ABS module is still in place and will remain in place. These are the wires from the ABS. Those are the only ones that run to the front from the back on the passenger side. But as you can see, there are a lot of wires gone, so the progress is very nice on this side. Alright, so major progress on the driver side also. The loom that went to the back has been completely removed. Every wire has been removed except for the fuel wires and the ABS kind of wires and the wheel speed wires. So next job will be to fix the fuel wires and all that, and then we can move on to the next part. Here you can see the cables from the back. This is the back part of the car. I think this starts where the driver sits and runs all the way at the driver's side to the back. This one is the passenger side rear lights, and this one is the driver's side rear lights. I don't know what this is. Also a ground where they come together and where they attach to the chassis. I need to figure out what this is and all the other things, so I can maybe delete a good part, but I think I will completely redo these cables. So let's see how that happens. As you can see in the time lapse, I just finished removing everything that wasn't necessary from the cables that went to the back. All this wire was removed in the process and isn't necessary to raise the car. Cables look like this. This is the part where the taillights go. These are the grounds. Some of them need to be connected because this one is loose, but I need to connect them for the fuel system. Then these are the wires that run to the front with two connectors, and I need to figure out wires that are in them and aren't tail lights, what they do. So I will figure that out and complete the process.